Hey Maximizers, thanks for joining us today. This is Milton and my wife, beautiful wife Sherry. In this video we're making for those that are looking to better understand their spouse or those that are in a relationship with. And this can be not only personally but also professionally. And so hope you enjoy this. We're going to be talking about the 5 love languages. Guys, thanks for coming back. We're here talking about the 5 love languages. My wife and I have been together for now 22 years now going on, and we're almost married, and next year will be 20 years we've been together. And I've got my wife here with me because one of the things that helped us out early in our marriage could have been that we had a hard time understanding one another. Hey guys, today we're talking about the 5 love languages. It's a great book, and I'm going to cut. You can probably see a copy of the book here. But my wife and I have been together for almost 22 years, married going on 20 years next year, February 2020. I did that on purpose so I can remember how long we've been together. But one of the things that helped us out early on in our marriage is as we struggled as a couple trying to become a unit, come as one, was that how to better understand each other. And I think one of the biggest things that biggest challenges that couples have is really overcoming the obstacles and barriers of understanding the other person when you're coming with your own dynamics and your own way of thinking, and knowing that everyone is different and being okay with that. And one of the things that really helped us out earlier in marriage was when we had mentors in our life that really recommended us reading the book called The 5 Love Languages. And if you haven't heard about it, you can grab it on Amazon, but it's a great read. And we're going to talk quickly about, number one, her love languages and mine, and see how can it best help and fit with your relationships as well. So after reading the book, I realized, and sitting down and you talk through each chapter, and you go through, how does this speak to you? What does this mean to you? And I know there's questions and answers in the book, kind of a workbook with it. And one of the things that I found out that my wife was really about quality time was really important to her. And maybe you can share why quality time is important to you.
I just really love being with you. We don't have to be doing anything extravagant or anything like that. It's just being able to sit next to you, even on the couch, and hold your hand, read together, or take a nap together. I mean, it's just the part of that I just enjoy is just the companionship and just being together.
Right. And I think one thing that I misunderstood is quality time had to be like, you had to be taking an extravagant trip somewhere. You had to be doing something that cost money or something that was grandiose. So quality time, and my idea of thinking was that that's what it meant. But after reading that book and talking with you more, I realized that quality time is not. That's in addition to what really was important to you. And I think, like, just sitting on a couch watching a movie, eating a meal at the table, or just
Playing with the cats
or sitting in the backyard on a swing, that's quality time to her. And it doesn't have to be grandiose. And I think another thing about quality time, which I learned, was being in the moment with you. It's like taking that time that away from maybe my cell phone or from business or anything else that I'm doing, and really focusing on you. Is that good? Okay. And I think, we'll just pick on one thing, like for myself, and maybe you can share what you found out my love language was.
So one of Milton's love languages is words of affirmation, and I'm not that one that needs that all the time. I mean, I like to be encouraged, and I like, if I do something that you like or that you think is cool, tell me I like it, but that doesn't fill me up or make me feel like you love me necessarily. But for Milton, it was different, and I think a lot of men are like that, but they want to know that they're appreciated, and they want to know that they're respected, and they want to know that they're doing a good job, because being the head of the household is a difficult job, and the whole weight of the family is on these guys. And I think a lot of times we tend to point out the negative things more so than the positive things. But you got to look at the good and all the things that they're doing to, provide for your family. And I work too. He's not the only one that works. I work too, but the majority of everything is on him. Our well-being as a family is on him. And so for me to, even if he takes out the garbage for me, I'm like, oh, thank you so much, because that keeps me from having to do it. Or sometimes when I do work and I come home and he's cleaned the kitchen, I'm like, wow, that was awesome. Or just telling him you're a great dad. All those little things that I don't need, he needs. And it was kind of hard for me in the beginning to understand that that's what he needed. It didn't have anything to do with me or my personality or anything. It was what he needed to feel loved from me.
I think that's really key, and I didn't realize that that's what I really needed until we started reading the books, and it was pinpointing some of the pains that I was having in our relationship, because I was like, I guess most men want to be respected and admired in their relationship, especially from their spouse or their woman, and when my wife does affirm me, it allows me, it reinforces what I need and who I think I am and want to be. And I want to care for my wife and my family. I want to do the best in our communities and be an example to our children for a legacy. And so affirmations to me from my loved one is very, very, very important. So guys, I feel you on that. Being admired and being affirmed is a key thing. And women, wives, please do that for your husband. If that's one of their love languages, do it for them. Don't take it for granted thinking that just because you were with him that night before, that's all that he needs. But no, he needs you to affirm out of your mouth and point out things that he's doing well so he can continue to go down that road. It's so important. So we just sharing these are just two really love languages, and there's 5. And I think if you can master those love languages, when we've been utilizing this love language talk for going on, probably over 15 years in our relationship, because that's when we learned it and understood it, and then we apply it every day. So I want to encourage you guys to really, really take the time to get to know each other's love languages.
Get the book.
Get the book. Not only just get it, read the book.
Read the book.
And study the book. And so
Be the book.
Be the book. Let the book come out of you. Yeah. So I'm excited to be here with my wife for us to share this with you, and I hope that this blesses you at some level. And again, my hope, and I know it's my wife's hope as well, is to hope you maximize any given moment in your life towards success. God bless you guys. We'll talk to you soon.